last week I talked about why you should get a 3DS XL in 2022. So this previous week I ended up ordering a PS Vita, and I actually got it in the mail yesterday. So today's the day before I go back to work. So, I'm trying to squeeze this video out real quick. It's going to be kind of short. I spent most of the day yesterday, of course, modding it because, that's the reason I got a 3DS. That's the reason I got the Vita. I'm all for physical copies and stuff like that too, but I ended up getting, it in the mail, and it came with the box, and I'll show you guys that. So I ended up seeing this one, and it was a Japanese version. So, everything on the back is in Japanese. I can't read any of that. And it came with all the manuals, and I can't read any of these manuals. They're all in Japanese, but just showing you guys. Some of them look like they're a little old, so maybe this was just sitting around in somebody's house. So I ended up going with the silver model too. But yeah, I mean, there's like no scratches on it or anything. But the bottom, obviously, it has a micro SD, which is why I got that, because I have about 100 of them around the house. And then it's got the game card slot on the top. It's got the volume buttons and the power button to the left. So instead of actually getting a memory card, I got an SD card to Vita adapter. I got a 256 gigabyte one, just so I could put as many games as I wanted on there. So on the back, you obviously have the touchpad and stuff like that, which I'm kind of getting used to, and it works pretty well though. And then the camera on the back, I haven't actually tried it, and then it's also got the camera on the front. I forgot to mention. But yeah, it's really nice, and it's in great quality. I love the sleek design. It's lightweight. The thumbsticks and the buttons feel great, very responsive. I really have no complaints as far as it goes. In all honesty, I think it's probably got to be my favorite handheld console at the moment. I ended up getting Donkey Kong 64 to run on this pretty well, actually. I just loved this game. I love the rap at the beginning of the game, too. It's amazing. I mean, it runs pretty great, except for like the cutscenes and stuff like that. The cutscenes are honestly kind of terrible. Of course, a classic game that I've been trying to get my hands on is Metal Gear Solid. I've actually played this when I was a kid, and I got it in that Pizza Hut demo. If any of you guys ever saw that. Just say something in the comments, because I remember playing all the demos on that over and over and over. And for some reason, like, this game used to like scare me as a kid. And I remember I tried so many times to get up in the elevator, and I would just constantly die for some reason. But like I said, I never actually, I got to the elevator, and I went up, and then I was like so scared to finish it because it was like so difficult for me when I was a kid.
Snake, answer me! Snake!
Okay, rolling. Oh!
Spyro is amazing, and this game just runs wonderfully. I believe I can get like, you can get Spyro 2 on here, Spyro 3, and then of course Crash Bandicoot. I didn't have time to download all these games due to some of the file sizes. The way that you can play like the PSP games and the PlayStation 1 games and stuff like that is actually through an app called Adrenaline, which boots up like a basically PSP, which is all done through, the modding and stuff like that, which was actually a lot easier than doing it on the 3DS. Basically, and something else that I really love about the Vita, and I automatically put it in these folders and stuff like that, which, I mean, was super helpful and saved, a lot of time. And obviously, that loading screen, the PlayStation loading screen, is just nostalgic. So Uncharted is actually the first game that I played and downloaded when I got my Vita. I actually remember playing this in GameStop when the Vita first came out. With like, even today, the graphics are still great for the generation that this console was released. I mean, some of the colors are maybe a little oversaturated and, stuff like that, but it's still gorgeous, honestly. And it's just cool with all the different features and stuff that the Vita has, with the touchscreen and the climbing that they have implemented, within the consoles. It's kind of crazy to think that this console didn't do better. Just like the 3DS, this console has a library of different games, but I think the real difference that sets these apart is the power that the Vita brings. I love having both the thumbsticks and stuff like that too. So you just have more control over a lot of these games and stuff like that. I love the maturity of a lot of these games and stuff that, the Nintendo 3DS doesn't really bring. I mean, there's so many games on here, that a lot of games that I'm sure a lot of people haven't played, or, But another thing is too is like the battery life on this thing's great and the screen's beautiful even though it's the LCD. And it's just, I mean, like I said, I don't understand how this console didn't do better. I'm definitely a fan, even though I'm getting into it really, really late. But it's never too late. Sorry if this video is kind of short. I just want to make sure that I actually post weekly. And like I said, I don't necessarily have a lot of time. But, if you guys are still playing them, or if you guys are interested in, these 3DS and PS Vita videos about like modding and stuff like that, and I appreciate the 100 views that I got on my last video. I didn't expect that. And I appreciate the comments and the likes and stuff like that I received. Grateful for you guys that are watching. And hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.